What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the live stream that I'm starting slightly early because I obviously need to adjust my camera. One moment while we make this, while we adjust the camera and make the stream as high quality as we possibly can. Sorry. For some reason, it didn't give me the same, starting sort of like set your camera up kind of mode. It just gave me a black screen. So I was like, well, I guess I'll adjust it when I start. Anyways, we have, of course, another Mystery Knife giveaway live event taking place tonight. Of course, as you'll find out in the entry video, which is linked in the description, tonight's event is live participation required, meaning you will need to be live in chat if you want to claim your prizes. Everybody picks two tonight, later on when we draw for knives. So, follow the instructions on the left side of the screen, or the left side of your screen, right here, right? I replaced the old card. You know why? Because it was getting dirty. It was getting yucky. I kept touching it with stuff. I think one day I was eating rice and beans and vegetables down here, and I spilled on it again, and I was like, oh man, that thing is gross. I'm just going to write a new card. So, that's what we did. Let's get back here to, there we are. Anyways. Oh, it's still kind of screwy and goofy. I want to get all the knives on screen here because there's a lot to talk about tonight. There's a lot of new stuff on the table, and some stuff is just returning eye candy. Kind of do a mix of both here. I finally did the unboxing for this guy. You're going to see that this weekend. So, most of you have already seen my new Herman, but for everybody who doesn't watch the live streams, they're going to see that unboxing sort of presentation. I don't know why I'm doing this so weird tonight. The camera angle is just really throwing me off. Okay, whatever. Anyways, let's see what we got here. Put that away so I can see chat. There we go. All right, hello. What's the top flipper? I don't know which one you're referring to. Handled a Norseman, and I need it now. Great knife. Yeah, the Norsemans are cool. I've honestly gone back and forth on those like a million times. I just have too much that I want to pick up, and I don't. Contrary to what many people think, I don't have an unlimited budget. Front flipper. Well, there's a couple of front flippers. I'm gonna guess that you're talking about the crazy Katsu. So, this is the. Oh God. Hold on. Let me just pull it up and get the name. Where are you? Stupid thing. Stupid Google. What's it called? Does it say on the packaging? I want to get this right so people know, because this is a really interesting knife. Katsu! Write the name of the knife on the box! Come on! Here it is. I found it. That's what it is. The KST1, which, considering the materials, is actually one of the more interesting knives on the market right now. You might hate this thing for its aesthetic design, but let's reduce it to materials for a second here. This has the whole front scale is polished zirconium, and then we actually have some really nice Timascus. Now that's not all. We just have honestly, this side is kind of dull, but we got a huge zirconium pocket clip. They decided to put some stuff on there. It's kind of a bummer. We also have San Mai polished ZDP 189. Now, maybe somebody can translate this for me, because I don't know what the heck they mean. I don't know this scale, but it came with this card here. Hardness, they've listed it not HRC, but HV, and they've given it a rating of 901. I have no idea what that means. I don't know how that translates. I know that ZDP 189, like, a lot of people prefer it around 67. I have no idea. So if you know roughly how that translates to the Rockwell scale, then you just let me know. But in any case, the knife is actually really cool. It's got great action. It's a $400 knife. Got a lot of Timascus and a lot of zirconium. I think the DLC coated, the satin DLC coated ZDP 189 Sand My Blade is pretty cool, but I need to learn some more about it. Oh, that equals 1,000 on the HRC scale. Great. So I should put it down a little. I should be a little easier putting it down, lest it shatter. Tucson still around? Waltrek says Tucson TS346. Hold on. I'll look it up. Hold on. Tucson TS346. Yeah, hold on there a minute. Excuse me. Yeah, that's kind of cool. That's kind of neat. I don't know. Maybe I should look at more Tucson knives. I don't know why that brand is just... There's something weird about that brand. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. I think I'm probably just being stupid. I probably should just, sorry, I'm refocusing the camera there. It's just under 67. Okay, that's not bad. I think ZDP 66 to 68. I think that's what people like to see. I mean, it's DLC coded, so we know it's going to be down 1 from whatever it's supposed to be. 900 HV is 66.5. Okay, I think that's pretty reasonable. I mean, that's pretty impressive. This Katsu is a weird brand. Love it or hate it, they're doing different stuff, right? I'll tell you, if Tucson reached out to me and they're like, "Hey, just tell us what you want to look at," I'd be like, "All right, sure." Even if they were like, "Hey, you can't keep them, you got to give them away afterwards," I'd be like, "Okay, that's fine," And I know people are like, "Oh, I'll send you some stuff." Well, this is the problem. My schedule's so jam-packed. It's so hard to find extra time to ship additional things on top of what I already ship. I mean, it's like every little tiny bit counts, right? If I can save 10 minutes here or there, I'm so crammed, So right now I've got the channel, I've got it down. I know what I want to complete within a certain amount of time every day. So it's hard. Jim Barton, welcome to Nights Around Nights Raise Your Swords for Jim. Thanks for joining. I'm trying to figure out what game this is, I'll tell you. It's called Bumpin'... It's called... I'm dead serious. It's called... No, I'm sorry. It's not called that. I misread it. I wish I could show you the picture. It's called Bump and Jump. I thought it was called Bump and Dump, which is not what it's called. It's called Bump and Jump. Sorry about that. There's literally a guy driving some sort of ATV, and there's a girl falling off the back. That's the box art. There is some Ninja Gaiden in this mix. It's just this is like a 6-hour mix, and you just gotta wait for it to go around. You guys are making good use of that Gort emoji. I see that Gort emoji more than anything else anymore. There it is. Knockoff Knives just gave us 19 Gorts. Yeah, there they are. Sure. When does the giveaway start? Later. But you do have to be here when your name is called. Otherwise, we move on. There's a 2-minute window. There is Classic Mega Man on this list as well. Andrew Simkoff's welcome to Nights Around Nights Raise Your Swords for Andrew. Thanks for joining. When I bumped and broke my ankle, I dumped. Oh, man. I mean, I've never broken a bone, but I think I would. Actually, so this is a true story. This is the second time I'm going to tell a story about me, losing my... losing my lunch backwards. on a live stream. I cracked my ribs during a high school wrestling match one time, and nobody realized it at the time except for me. And I could not breathe enough to even yell. So the guy wrestling me just kept going, but he knew. He paused, and I talked to this guy like years later, and he's like, I knew something was wrong, man, but my coach was screaming at me, and so I just kept going, and I was just ragdolling out there trying to yell like, hey, my ribs are gone. Finally, my coach like realized, because I was just flopping around, and he was like, something's wrong, and my ribs had gone like this, and so it wasn't a complete break, but I definitely cracked them, and I still on my right side, my ribs are still kind of like this. But anyways, we didn't know it yet, but I was just like, oh, my ribs, and they thought maybe I bruised them, but we didn't find out later that they had cracked. But on the bus ride home, I was laying, because I couldn't sit up, I was laying between two bus seats, completely illegal. My coach was like, we'll put a bucket between the bus seats, you just lay down. I was at the back of the bus. Well, I had to sneeze, and I was like, oh no, the force of this sneeze is going to, I'm like, my ribs are going to explode out of my body. Right? So all I could think of was try and hold this sneeze in so that you don't like actually shatter your ribs. Well, what happened is I successfully held in the sneeze, but I shit my pants at the back of the bus, and we still had about 40 minutes to go. So I was at the back of the bus, just like, oh no. So I did the only thing I could. I was like, I gotta tell somebody. And I had a buddy sitting right in front of me. I was like, listen, I won't say his name, but I was like, listen to me. I was like, you can't, I need you to, we don't have much time. I need to tell you something. And I was like, I just shit my pants. It's only a matter of time till the rest of the bus. And slowly, everybody else on the bus was like, oh my God. Nobody could figure out what was going on. It wasn't until like right towards I didn't make it off the bus, obviously. I was like, there's no way. I can't get off the bus without telling the entire wrestling team that I just pooped myself. But that's what happened. Brutal. 2 times in my life that's happened. You guys heard the original story. That was later. But yeah, I was 17. It was a bummer. You just got here? Yeah, that's a wild story to come in on. Think about that. You have cracked ribs. Like, what would you do? Don't tell me that you would have held it in on both ends. No, you wouldn't have. There was not something. That was a classic "something's got to give" moment. I just didn't know. I just didn't know that there was a third option. I thought my only 2 options were sneeze or shatter ribs. No, there was a third option. Do your kids know the story? Yeah, I've told this story to my kids too. I've told this story to my family. Have you checked out any of the T-Kill Knives products? I don't know why that sounds really familiar, but I'm not going to sit here and say that I have, because I feel like maybe I'm just misremembering. Did I get the girl? Bro, it was a bus full of high school boys wrestlers. There was no... That wasn't even an option. The only options were... Yeah, there was only one option. The only option was... The entire wrestling team knows that you dumped your singlet at the back of the bus, and by extension, the whole school knew the next day. So I was just like, yeah, that's what happened. Like, what are you gonna do at that point? Try and hide it and be embarrassed? Like, you just like, yeah, well, what was I gonna do? You know? The joke for a long time was like, don't wrestle him. If you squeeze him too hard, he'll poop. So nobody wanted to be my partner for a bit. It was all my buddies just giving me crap. I understand the pun there, but yeah, like I didn't hear the end of that for a while. T Hobbies and Things, thanks for your donation. When I was, let's see, so my sophomore year was 171. Junior year was 189. That was a rough class. Senior year, I weighed 195 pounds, but I opted for 215 because I couldn't stand the idea of trying to stay under 189 for the year and continue to wrestle against one of my buddies for varsity who was a very good wrestler, and that was a nightmare. And I said, listen, man, how about you take 189 for senior year and I'll go 215 because I can beat the guy for varsity at 215 easy. So that's what we did. So I just wrestled up and I ate whatever I wanted the whole year, and I had my best season ever. I ended the year at 12-6, which I know a lot of you are like, that doesn't sound like a lot of matches. It wasn't. It's not a lot of matches. We were a smaller school. But that was my best season ever, and I'm so glad I did it. Fighting to stay under a weight class is awful. And that was it. I didn't wrestle in college. Nickname Squeeze. No, my nickname was Squirtle. My special attack was Seismic Sneeze. Magnitude 9. Fissure. Oh God. Oh man, no. It only hits 30% of the time, but it's a guaranteed knockout. Guaranteed. Mud slap. Oh man. It pooped itself in its confusion. These are great. I love. So speaking of Pokemon, I told you guys many times that I grew up with playing Pokemon and collecting Pokemon cards, and at some point in high school I was like, man, like I'm too cool for this. Like I got to get rid of these things or my street cred's going to go down. Dumbest decision ever. As we know now, I probably had, I don't know, 50 to 100 grand worth of Pokemon cards by today's standards. My little brother kept his cards, and we've been watching the value of them just skyrocket. It's unbelievable how much his cards are worth. That's why I always tell people, if you get spaghetti in your pants over how much pocket knives cost, wait till you find out how much classic Pokemon cards go for. It's a hard thing to choke down for some people that there are small squares of cardboard that are worth triple, quadruple, dectuple what your car is worth. It's unreal. So I started buying, for a while now I've been buying PSA 10 Pokemon cards, just stuff that I think looks cool, and I'm just going to hang on to them and see what happens. A lot of the newer stuff, if you wait a bit, you know, the value after the release of a certain series drops, you can buy them pretty low, and they do go up. I was really surprised to see that the value, even on the new stuff, if you wait long enough, it goes up. So I'm amassing a small collection of these things. Maybe in 20 years it'll do the same thing. Maybe not. Whatever. I don't really care. I'm obviously a collector, right? We'll see what happens. But my brother is really, he's in a good spot with his. He deals mostly graded. It's possible I bought something from him. I only buy PSA 10s because they increase exponentially. Yeah, threw a ton of them away. I just gave my entire binder to a neighbor kid. I was like, here you go. Whatever, man. I can't have these anymore. It's not cool to have these. And he was like, thanks. So who knows what happened? It was a binder. They're all perfect. I always took them out of the packs and put them in the binder. Never touched them. They were all mint. Obviously, I didn't have them graded, but none of them were scratched or bent or anything. So that was the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life. Landon Trinan. My parents are always like, why are you wasting your money on Pokemon cards? And I was like, yeah, you're right. We were all wrong. Landon Trinan, thanks for your donation. Is that a Richard Rogers in top right? Also, have you seen Noel's new design? No, but I'll have to check that out because I know Noel makes good stuff. Someone in full dress on Instagram is gorgeous. I'll have to check it out. I said that twice. Sorry. No, this is the top right. That's the one I've been EDCing. That's the Laconico and Alliance Design Easy EV2, and that's a zirconium, like a chalky zirconium inlay. I put 1 drop of 10 weight on this guy, 1 drop, and it is like slow fall shut. So good. I love this knife. I love this knife so much. You'll see it unboxed initially tomorrow. Huge fan. It is awkward, kind of, in the hand, especially back here. It's not super choked up. It's much better, but it's just the cool factor here. Look at that textured zirconium inlay. We just don't see that very often. Really wish they had done a clip, too, but okay. No big deal. Also wish it wasn't just a plain old, satin finish, but it's gotten a little bit of a workout. Not much. Look how dirty my fingernails are. Sorry. I don't know what I'm doing there. Sorry. Watch Metal Complex pick his fingernails with the $465 knife live tonight at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks so much for joining, everybody. There's 800 of you in here right now. That's awesome. TRM comment. I didn't know about that. I'll have to email the folks at TRM. They're super nice, by the way. We've talked multiple times. The TRM folks are just really nice. Some kind of OnlyFans action. Hi from Kentucky. Hey, Steve Parker, what's up? Thanks so much for joining. Yeah, my fingernails are usually not super pretty. Stare FFR, thanks for your donation. Please use the stump lifter to chop the Alpha Beast in half. Well, I'll take your $10. Thank you. I don't know that I can. I don't think I could, even if I wanted to, I don't think I could do that. I will show both. The stump lifter, which is, even if you don't like slip joints, this is one you might be interested in because, holy moly, that is a beautifully thin, hollow ground blade, 154 cm. Green bone on this guy. And the only other tool, bottle opener, cap lifter, screwdriver, pry bar, whatever. Really nice. Really nice. The only complaint that I could hear people saying is, oh, there's so much space in there, it's a gunk trap. Well, I guess. I just think this is a really awesome design. And it's a Knife Bros design. I don't think I've ever enjoyed a slip joint as much as this guy. I really like it. This is the new Alpha Beast in MagnaCut. MagnaCut. Why does it cost $800? Well, I'll tell you what. I don't necessarily agree with the price tag. Number one, we can't deny this is a lot of titanium and MagnaCut. Like, look at this. This is 4 blades worth of MagnaCut. Number two, this is not made in China anymore. It's made in Italy by Fox Knives. So that's also part of it. Now, do I think that you should be rushing out to spend $800 on this? I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest with you guys, as somebody who got one for free and who definitely makes money when you buy one off the links in my description, I'm going to be honest with you guys, no. I don't think that you should be spending $800 on something like that unless you know for a fact that you are all about that life. If this is your ultimate favorite thing in the whole universe, then knock yourself out. But for everybody else, obviously no. Come on, man. Look at this. I love overbuilt knives. And I also like making commissions when you guys buy stuff. But let's be real. That's a lot. $800. Jeez. I can almost understand how they got there. I just can't condone that. It's cool. You can get them at DLT, and I have links. Knock yourself out if you want to, but honestly, no. Kevin Bronsdorf, thanks for your donation. When I finally decided I was too old for my Pokemon cards, I sold them all at a garage sale and bought 2 katana sets, a longsword and a cane sword from a Bud K magazine. Oh my, we are the same person, dude. Knives are number one. We are the same person, Kevin. It sounds like something I totally would have done. I guarantee you don't even want to think about what you gave up. If you're somebody who used to buy the old set, Fossil, and Jungle cards, do yourself a favor and never, ever go to eBay and find out what they're worth. Don't do that. Do not. You will cry yourself to sleep tonight, and I'm dead serious. I'm not talking about hundreds of dollars. I'm talking about thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars. It is sickening. It is sickening. They say the value of Pokemon cards since we were kids is the original cards are up 10,000%. And I understand people wanting to do inflation calculations. It's way beyond that. If you saved all your Pokemon cards from when you were a kid, congratulations, you're retired. Especially if you got the good ones. You want to see the close-up of the Hermit? Which Hermit? I got two of them out here. You want to see the Alema? So this is the gold black zirconium Alema Damex. This is the smoothest Hermit in my collection by a landslide. Is this what you wanted? Is this what you wanted to see? Yeah, the silence. This deserves me shutting up for a second. Well, that is just gorgeous. And then the DLC. That's a full DLC. That's a rare one. A full DLC Dragonfly. Woo! M398. Sorry, it's a little oily. This one's still breaking in. Not quite as smooth. That one's definitely smooth. Am I late? Earlier, right on time? You're right on time, friend. Right on time. Knife in the bottom right. That's the Winter Blade Co. Severn prototype or pre-production. I think the actual... So this... It's very early in 2024, but so far this... I don't usually say stuff like this. I'm just telling you right now, it's going to take something spectacular this year to beat this thing out of, like, my number one pick. And I think the only person that's likely to create something, but the problem is it's not going to be released this year. The only person I think who could outdo this, as of right now, based on what I know about what's available, is Brian Winters. The Severn is one of the most ridiculously impressive knives on the market right now. And no, it's not operating on Omega Springs. This is like the most fidgety, capable, user catering knife. And it's so cool, man. Magnetic removable thumb stud. You got the cross, well, it's kind of a cross, not really a crossbar lock. You got this retractable, springy, almost GTC shark lock thing going on. Ridiculous. Oh, and it's also a fantastic EDC knife. I've been carrying this thing like crazy. I love it. So cool. You'll be able to get your hands on this. It's a lot bigger than the Factor. Yeah, you don't have to get it with that pattern either. There's like a bunch of different configurations, and they even do a base version in 14C28N and aluminum. Still pretty pricey, but they did make a much less expensive version of it. I mean, I can understand that given like how many intricate little parts there are to machine with that knife. Even with it being made in China, we have to understand that's not going to cost the same as a Civivi with those materials. Just because aluminum and 14C28N, you can't make that cost under 75 bucks. Fuzzy Mutt, thanks for your donation. Some beauties on the table. MC, appreciate your bit channel big time. Thanks. Thank you. That was very nice. Knife Eclectic, what's up, man? See that? I see that badge there. That Silent Night badge. Thanks for your donation. Hello, MC, and everyone else. MSI Skills orders open up at 8. Oh, yeah. Are you talking about the original Goat aluminum MSI Skills? Have you guys seen those yet? Dear Lord. Original Goat did some beautiful aluminum scales for the MSI. USA made. So if you're thinking, I don't want to solely up my USA MSI with some, foreign made scales. No, those are made in the USA. You should check those out. No, nobody's won yet. Don't worry, I haven't drawn anybody. Wow, there's already 1,000 people in here. What's up, guys? Nathan Anderson, welcome to Knights Around Knights. Raise your swords for Nathan. Thoughts on the new Benchmades? I don't know. Benchmade hasn't reached out to me. I'll message the rep. I don't know. I think Benchmade and I have a good relationship, but I'm worried that they're a little bit afraid of what I'm going to say because of, the community is not super impressed with their pricing right now. I just want to say this officially. I am authentically a fan of Benchmade. I like Benchmade knives, but I don't like their pricing. And I also feel like they're kind of in a rock and a hard place. I don't think that they're always just jacking things up because things are popular. I think American manufacturing, when it's really like mostly here in the United States, I think it's gotten expensive. So it's really hard for me to pinpoint exactly what it is that's causing the issue, but it just, they seem so outclassed, especially like companies like Microtech. Now we can say Kershaw, but I don't know what percentage of Kershaw's stuff is made here and what percentage they outsource. Obviously a little bit of it's going to be outsourced. At that price, anybody pretending in their minds that, I don't know this for a fact, I'm just saying like, some of it's got to be, their prices are really great, right? I just don't know. I factually don't know. It's really hard for me to say. So I don't know. I know, it's real trendy to say, Benchmade overpriced, but I don't like to just take things at this face value and just scream like what everybody else is screaming. I think there's more behind the scenes than any of us will ever know. And so I don't want to do that like social media parroting thing that everybody does. It's super trendy to just yell Benchmade overpriced, right? And some of it I think is warranted, but I think a lot of it is just mindless parroting. Just want to be honest with you guys. I like Benchmade. I'm rooting for them to hit something, and I mean, at this point, I'll prove my point. Let's say I can't prove it. I'm just saying I feel like this is almost factually true. If Benchmade did release something that was good and was competitive for materials and pricing, things like that, you would have certain people who know going, hey, this is great. But then you would have this flood of like mindless zombie idiots who are programmed to hate Benchmade, flooding the comments and saying the same things over and over again because they don't actually know what's going on. They have no sense of competitive pricing. They're just programmed to do that, right? That's what it's turned into. Now, unfortunately, I can't prove my theory until Benchmade actually does something like that. So I guess we'll see. Yeah, but do you really want to get into that? Like, do you really want to bring drummer? Do you really want to do that right now? Like, do you think discussing that is like gonna result in like a whole bunch of people changing their minds? I don't. So maybe we just don't. Maybe we just focus on knives. Probably that's probably a better thing to do with our time, since we all know how that goes down. I'm a knife channel. I'm willing to discuss knives. I'm not interested in politics, if you didn't know that. Like, severely uninterested in any of that. Do you think the Kunmu Ronin is a great value version of the Hoghouse Valley? I don't know. I've got to handle it, Derek. Kunmu's like they don't. It's like they can't make something bad. So I don't know. It's not my favorite looking design, but I guess we'll see. I'm glad that you guys like the no politics policy. I'm glad that you guys like that and understand that. It makes me feel good about communicating with you guys, because the vast majority of you understand that. You know? But since you can't prove your point, it kind of proves the Benchmade's overpriced. Yeah, I mean, until they do it, you're exactly right. Until they do it, I can't. That's just my theory, right? So I can't sit here and say I'm right until, you know, that happens. And I don't have a lot of faith that it will. That's true. How's the D10 on your skiff? Mine's heavy. Let's check it. Oh, yeah, I'd say it's on the heavy side, but I like a heavy D10. If the flipper tab is shaped appropriately. And this, oh, look at that. That's beautiful. I love it, man. I love that. If I was going to give it a score between 1 and 100, 100 being super heavy, I would give this probably like an 80 to an 85. It's pretty heavy, but it's good, though. I'd give this Hinder here, a Gen 6 Hinder, I'd give it about a 72. This guy's a little heavier, for sure. Chinese Benchmade is better for the price. Hey, chat, what's the policy on direct clones here on the channel? Does anybody want to fill this guy in? There's one thing I really despise more than somebody jamming a political opinion down my throat. It's that. Right there. Boo! Boo! Go on your own journey. Keep that stuff out of here. No way. Sorry. You're still welcome to hang out. I didn't mean to, like, you know, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. But pass on that. Thanks, though, bro. I mean, it's all right. I'm not trying to attack him. I'm attacking clones. I don't want to attack him. But I mean, like a lot of us are tempted at one point, right? Eventually, the clone path leads to buying the real thing. That's all you're doing is planting a seed in your mind, right? So then you buy a ton of clones, and you're like, oh no, I've spent $1,200 on all these worthless clones when I could have just bought the real thing. Now I want the real thing. Then you buy it anyway. That's what happens. Skip that part. Skip the tutorial. That's the tutorial. Don't get stuck in the tutorial of the knife world. Skip it. Trust me, you'll figure it out. Wait, want to sell me? Hold on. Want to sell me your good screw Neutron Star? That's gone. That's a patron owns that now. Aren't you a patron? You know I. What's the Herman run price-wise? Which one? This guy? That one's over 3,000. This one I think is 1,000 or 1,100. Yeah, exactly. This is why I think clones are so stupid. People are like, well, but why would I buy the real thing for so much more when I could get an 80% quality? Here's why. Because the clones are duplicating the design and stealing money from the... Like, I don't mind people, you know, making a design that pays homage to another design. I think that's fine. But when you're copying every line, that's so slimy and gross. And the problem is, it's not like you're like, oh, but I don't know what to do because my options are so limited. The budget knife world is massive. And there are so many original designs, there is no excuse. There are so many fantastic, wonderful, wonderful budget designs out there. Wherever they're made, original, authentic designs. At worst, pay homage to other designs that are popular, but not direct copies. That's just gross. You can do what you want. You can do whatever you want. You don't have to listen to me, and don't let me bully you. I'm not trying to bully you. I'm giving you my opinion on this stuff. I just don't like it. I've heard every argument there is. I'm as stubborn as they come on this topic. There are whole Reddit threads dedicated to how stubborn I am on this. There are people in Reddit who are just, gosh darn it, I hate that Metal Complex guy because he doesn't like clones. There's nothing you can do. I'm never going to change my mind. I'm the patron that always wins. I'm the patron that always wins. I never saw it. Oh, really? Yeah, no, that Neutron Star got sold. I think if you go back far enough in the Patreon post, you can see it. Yeah, it's a full-size Marauder H. A lot of people don't know that I have a couple of Medfords. Think whatever you want. Again, not interested in the politics. And people ask me all the time, why haven't you bought any new Medfords? Truthfully, it's because Medford hasn't released anything that I'm interested in. Just nothing. But I do like this Marauder H. It is really nice. Medford can make a really nice knife. This is much different than what he made a long time ago. Now, this definitely does have problems. The lock bar tension is way too strong on this guy. This is a 90-degree shelf, so it's about the most uncomfortable knife in my collection to disengage. But it does have a really nice grind on it. It's S90V it's a DLT Trading exclusive, and it's a nice sculpting. But yeah, that's why, if you've wondered why doesn't he own more Medford knives, he loves American knives. It's because there's just nothing, he hasn't released anything interesting for a long time. I'm not convinced that the Annex is real DLC. I don't know. There's something off about it. Do they call it DLC? I've never seen anything that says for sure. I also don't want to do, like with the Kunwu that I tried to scratch, I knew for a fact that was DLC. I watched Sergio do it. I'm a little bit afraid to do it to this guy. I don't know. I'm not sure that it is. If we found out this was Cerakote or PVD, that wouldn't surprise me, but I'm not sure. I'm not saying I definitely know. I don't want to, you got to be careful about stuff like that. I truthfully have no idea. It says it's DLC. Well, let me give you an example. So I love Herman knives, but they listed, like my gold Ishtar is listed as gold DLC on the frame. That cannot be true because true DLC is always black. So when they explained the process, it sounded much more like PVD. So there must be a loose terminology that's able to be applied when companies can claim DLC. So I don't know. True DLC is always black. That's the thing. Would you guys want to scratch a multi? So here's what I do, right? People are saying, well, you're a reviewer, you should do. This is what I do. If I don't know, I say I don't know. And I say proceed with caution. But don't expect me to mark up my own stuff that I paid for, right? Put yourself in my position. I know some people might not like that, but the best I can do is proceed with caution. I don't know. I'm unable to confirm. Happy No Poop 2024. Going for a full year of no poops. No accidental poops. So thank you very much, Blame Dexter. When I hear DLC, I just think downloadable content. I know, yeah. I didn't put that together until people started making that joke in the short that I made. DLT lists Gold Ishtar as PVD. Interesting. There you go. I was going to say, I feel like the folks at DLT were like, nah, come on. There must be some process that they do where they can technically list it that way, or it was just mislisted. I don't take the folks at Polish Custom Knives or Herman to be liars. I mean, it's possible that it was just mislisted, right? So... You know, to be honest, I don't know. He says, why is DLC always black? I don't know. Diamond-like carbon. I would venture to guess it's just the natural color it turns during application because of what it is. I don't know. You know, I don't have any expertise on the subject. I'm a pretty regular Joe with very... I don't know a lot. I mean, I feel like you guys watch my content because I talk a lot and yell a lot, but I try to express this. I am not a professional of anything. So all I know is what's been explained to me in detail or what I've read. And I try to make sure that I don't... If I don't know for sure, I will always say. So, I'm not sure. Because it's tempered blade. Well, is it because it's tempered blade? I feel like we don't have any more information there. Well, I need lots of information to understand. I want to understand the science behind it before I can say confidently, without being a professional in that field, right? That's a field. That's a scientific field. You have to like really know what you're talking about. No, Spyderco's is just a chalky black. I mean, here's the thing. A DLC can take a polish, and it can also be flat. Spyderco makes a real DLC. That's no joke. That's real. For sure. So if you're thinking like, well, listen, I punched my blade into a can and it scratched it all to hell. No, it didn't. It pulverized the aluminum against the coating. And what's happened is those little powder particles have gotten stuck in the surface of the DLT, leading some people to believe that it's a scratch. It's not, though. It's much easier for that type of stuff to show up on a chalky finish. So a lot of people might think my DLC Spydercos are all scratched up. If you ground it into the concrete, possibly, because those are rocks, right? But most of the time, what people think is a scratch on their DLC is just the powder left behind. There's a guy in here named Metal Complex Forgotten Love Child. Mom said I'd find you one day. Well, welcome home. Your mom's a liar. Whose account is that? Oh, it's funny. Noah, it's not time yet. Reunion stream. I'm not old enough for that to be the case. MC, thank you for your vids. You have no idea how much you've helped me. Made my Friday evenings treatments bearable. Found out yesterday cancer. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's so amazing. Oh, I'm so happy for you, Papa D. It's incredible. Your cancer's gone? For real? Oh my gosh. I'm so happy for you. That is incredible, man. Absolutely excellent news. Thank you so much for sharing that with me and everybody else. That is truly something to celebrate. You have to be absolutely on top of the world. Sincerely, man. My eyes are watering up reading that. That is so amazing. Good for you. Man, you have to just feel so absolutely powerful right now, man. That is excellent. Excellent, excellent. I'm so happy for you. Man, that just made my night. It's not about me. It's absolutely about you. I'm just saying, like, I'm just beside myself that you decided to share that, and that you you can say that you beat it, man. That's so cool. Oh God, that's just wonderful. Oh man, I'm so hyped for you, man. That's so great. Wow, so cool. All right, I gotta recompose myself. That got me, man. Whew, wow. So cool. So cool. Wonderful. I've got chills reading that. It's so good. Wow. Oh, man. Papa D. Wonderful. So wonderful. I'm flattered that you took the time to watch my stream, and I'm honored that I could provide some form of entertainment. I mean, sincerely, the absolute least that I could possibly do. Man, so cool. Papa D, can you email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com, please? Just send me an email. I promise I'll get back to you. I have family time tonight, but just shoot me an email, bud. Please. Thank you. And again, congrats, man. That's so cool. Don't worry about it. That's between me and Papa D. All right. All right. Whew. What's the top second to the left? That's the Kershaw Bel Air. And, you know, yeah, it's a really boring design, but I think what should be emphasized here is they did Magna Cut, they did crossbar lock, aluminum scales, which I stupidly I stupidly assumed were Richlight in the unboxing. A great clip, fully ambi. And, you know, I think they're being really fair at 165. I think this is such a superior product. Again, I know I'm crapping on Benchmade here, but I think this is such a superior product to the Benchmade Bug Out, despite being maybe an ounce heavier. Again, I think it's trivial because it's about 2.8 ounces. This is really cool. What they desperately need to do is offer it in different colorways. Sun-baked kidney bean is not my favorite. This is a what do they call those beans that are like white? That's what it looks like. And the black wash is not my favorite, but as many different anode colors on aluminum as possible and as many different finishes as possible. And honestly, guys, wouldn't it be cool at about 8 1/4 inches? Charge us $185 for just a slightly larger version, but this is really great. I enjoyed the Bel Air. I've carried it on and off for it's probably been 3.5 days, and I really enjoyed my time with it. Love the channel, bro. If you had to pick Herman or Skiff, don't do that to me, Nathan. That's really freaking hard, man. They're so different. The Skiff, there's nothing else like either of them. I think if you're gonna go ultra custom, you might as well go Herman because they're doing some of the most unique stuff that I've seen when you go super wild and crazy. But if you're not wanting to spend $2.5-3 grand on a knife, honestly, I think go with a Skiff. I think it feels like a better, more basic. I don't want to call it basic, but I feel like the Skiff does better at its base price point. That's just my opinion there. Oh, Ride of the Bel Air. That's the, god dang it, what was that called? That's the KST1. Sanmai Satin DLC ZDP 189, apparently at 66.5 Rockwell. What's this little button here? It's not a button, it's just a weird little rectangle inlay. Timascus inlay, full zirconium front scale. Expensive, $400, but they did go hard with this. If you know, you know. Sakura Blade Nemoto design. If you know, you know. Honestly, kind of cool. Wild. You have to like kind of different stuff there. Shay, thanks for the membership. Shay donates a lot of memberships. That's really cool, man. Thank you very much. Really kind of you. TAC Force. TAC Force gets all their ideas from companies like that. TAC Force has never made an original design in their life. Diamond Like Carbon. DLC is Diamond Like Carbon. Yeah, so if you Google it, some places list it as Diamond Like Coating, which I think is, you could call it that, but it's actually Diamond Like Carbon. Elvin12345, thank you very much for your donation. Appreciate that. Let's celebrate their third super on live stream. Everybody celebrate Elvin's third super on live. It's a weird thing. YouTube is like really wanting me to celebrate that. But thank you. I do still appreciate it. It's just kind of funny. Yeah, it's Diamond Like Carbon. DLC is not poop. What are you talking about? DLC is something that should be celebrated. You're really gaining a massive... DLC can absolutely change the capability of a knife. And given the fact that it's so hyper scratch resistant, I mean, it can be like over 90 Rockwell. Did you know that? Wild. Without making the actual blade composition less durable. DLC is one of those things where even if I have no environment to use the knife in where I can really, the DLC coating is like making or breaking my experience, I just find it amazing. I mean, it's just like somebody telling me like, hey, this vehicle and the way that it's tuned and the aerodynamics is capable of doing this. I'm like, oh, wow, that's awesome. I'm just going to park it in my garage and like look up fun Google facts about it. Like it's just cool. We all do that. So my first real EXO. YoG, thanks for your review on them. Legit deciding factor. Oh, awesome, man. That's cool. I love finding out people made purchases based on, my reviews. That's awesome. Thank you. Johnson Knife Flicks, thanks for your donation. Very kind. MC, thoughts on Mini Arius? Arius? Like the one, like Koenig? Curious how it compares to, for you. So the Aries, it's a little, the Aries or the Arius? Mini Aries. I'm not 100% sure. Hold on. trying to Google this. I feel like you're talking about the Arius. I feel I reviewed a mini Arius a long time ago. Koenig, yeah. Yeah, Koenig. Okay, the Arius. I feel like I reviewed it. I mean, it translates really well. If it's then, I like it more, like with my hands and the way that I like to grip a knife, I like the non-flipper versions, but that's super rare. The Arius in and of itself is a fantastic product either way. They have some of the highest quality machine work on the market, especially for a USA made product. So if it fits your hand, it's probably one of the best things you can buy. And you're big into USA stuff. Karen Cut, thanks for your donation. Thanks for everything you do for the knife community, MC. Thanks for the shout out on last week's live stream. I gained 10 subs from you. Oh, awesome. We can do better than that. Give me a Carry and Cut. Hold on. I want to see your channel here real quick. Go to channel. You got a few videos up. Yeah, he's trying. Why don't you guys give Carry and Cut? I think we can do him better than 10 subs. Carry and Cut, give me another message here I can pin. I like to do this once per stream. So Carry and Cut, just shoot me one more comment here and I'll pin it. We should be able to get him to 100, right? Come on, Carry and Cut. Where you at? Just leave me one more comment. There we go. Okay, so there's his channel pinned. Just help him out. He's getting started and has already made a bit of content here. He's got 24 videos, so you don't make 24 videos about knives if you're not interested in knives. So I think we can get him started here. Maybe bump his subs up to, if we could get him over 100 tonight, that'd be great. But it's always a good idea to diversify your knife content, give other new content creators a chance, and you might find out that you like them substantially more than me. So that's really what it's about, is getting the information that you want from a content creator that you enjoy listening to. Last time unmentioned, my channel got 15 subs. That's great. I'll try to do one channel per stream. Oh, he's already at 62. That's great. He's at 62. We can get him another 38 subs if my math is right. I'd love to see him get over 100. That'd be cool. Sometimes the best of a content creator can come out when they have that motivation to do it. I remember being so much more motivated to create content when I realized people actually wanted to watch. And so you have no idea the type of butterfly effect that can have on somebody. You never know. This guy could be like the next greatest content creator ever and could produce some of the most authentic, content that we've ever seen. And it would be a huge blessing to the knife community. So sometimes all it takes is that little push right at the beginning. And I got one of those too from a couple different channels. And you guys know that, right? So it's important to do this. It's important to support other people in the community, right? 104, fantastic. Thank you guys very much. That's excellent. He's got his first 100. Congratulations. Carry and Cut, cool channel name too. Simple, to the point. You didn't put EDC at the end of it. Nothing against channels that have EDC in their name, but man, it's oversaturated. It's a more memorable name, There you go. Nice. Congratulations, man. God dang. We're already an hour into this. How did time fly so fast? I love doing it. There's 1,500 people in here. Good Lord. The time always flies when I do these streams, man. It's the most satisfying OTF that isn't impossible to get my hands on. The Guardian Tactical Recon 35 or the Recon 40 is hands down the most satisfying OTF that you can actually get your hands on. I promise you, you will not regret buying that knife. You will not regret it. No, you didn't. Nobody missed the giveaway. Just follow these instructions here. We're actually pretty close to draw time. We're getting there. So, yeah, if you're here, don't leave. It's going to happen soon. There's going to be 2 winners tonight. Each winner gets to draw 2 prizes. And I added a spectacular prize to make up for the fact that somebody drew the bet. I know there's people going, he has 20 pouches there, but realistically, how likely is it that he actually put the premium knives in there for the first drawing? All he has to do is hide it till the end. Somebody drew the best knife right off the bat on the $300. It was the Wii knife I put in there. Darn it, that guy. I mailed his prizes out today. I put a new ultra spectacular knife in there, so there's a chance somebody will get it tonight. I think you guys would be pumped if somebody gets it. And, of course, if somebody does, I'll put another one in there to make it interesting. I have to go to the bathroom. Give me a sec. We've never made it a full stream in channel history without me having to go to the bathroom. I thought I was going to do it, but guess not. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Oh, wow, I scored a 98,000 on that one? Wow, that's generous. 98,000 was his top score, so I'll take that. 98,000 out of 10 is pretty good. That was a clever joke. I saw speeding by, somebody said, MC's doing a different kind of streaming in the bathroom. That was both difficult to read and also genius. So you pat yourself on the back for that one. That was a good one. Welcome to Knights Around, Tom. Thanks very much. Raise your swords for Tom. Do you guys like that? So nobody has seen the final tier helmet yet. The Eternal Helm. I added new ranks to Knights of the Round, which, by the way, you can join by opening the description and clicking become a member of my channel. But there is one more Knight helmet badge that nobody has got to yet, and that's the Eternal Helm. We have blue, we got green, we got purple, we got red, we got gold after a year, we got platinum after 2 years, we got silent after 3 years. There's some silent, the black and white helmets in chat. And then there's the eternal glowing hyper gold helmet after 4 years. And I know some of you are close. It's coming. Some of you have been members on this channel for almost 4 years. Man, that's wild. Did you know there's over 1,000 of you on Knights of the Round now? There's over 1,000 members on this channel. That's amazing. You like the weed colored one. Oh, great. If you want to join Patreon, there's an absolutely gigantic knife sale coming up. Patreon is different from Knights of the Round. It's a different way to support the channel, and there's a lot of exclusive content there, including knife sales. And I have a massive, and I mean like 35 or so, I think it's like 30, 35 knives that are going to go up for sale, heavily discounted, and some of them literally cut in half from retail. So if you want to join Patreon and be a part of that when it happens here in a couple of weeks, you can join Patreon for as little as $1 a month, and that $1 will gain you access to the exact same stuff that the maximum tier gains you access to. I don't do like different points of access for different pay. You can pay whatever you want, but if you just want to be a part of Patreon and gain access to the same stuff everybody gains access to, which is private Discord, private Patreon chat, once a week content, once a month private giveaways, and periodic knife sales. You can join for $1 a month by going into the description and clicking on that link right under the entry link for tonight's live stream. It says My Patreon. You can do that. Or you can not do that at all and continue to enjoy my content for free, because I will always, of course, make this content for free. Nick Garcia, welcome to Knights Around. Knights, raise your swords for Nick. Oh, and what will I use your money for? I will buy knives. Should be very clear. I will take that money and I will buy knives with it. That's what I'm going to do. And I will use those knives for content. Delaney, welcome to Knights Around Knights Raise Your Swords for Delaney. Very cool. I feel like it would be it's like I always say, it would be a slap in the face to my patrons to do anything else with that money but buy knives with it. I think that's what they expect me to do with it. Just join Knights. Yeah, what's up, Delaney? Thank you. How does payment work? I don't know. You use a credit card, whatever. I mean, you can tell it. You just want to do it for a month. You want to buy a year at a time. I think you get a discount for buying a year. It looks like it's like $10 and something for the year. Or you can just have it charge you monthly. I don't know. It'll prompt you. So that's all through Patreon. I don't handle the direct payments. It's whatever you're comfortable doing. And you can quit whenever you want. If you get into Patreon and you're like, this blows, and you can just not do it. You know, it's whatever. It's a fun. We have a fun community over there, and there's an active chat. People trade knives with each other and show each other their. I mean, it's fun. It's almost like another private Discord over there. So. It's a 15% discount for going for the year. So there you go. I never knew that. So there you go. That makes sense. Keenan Owens. Is that an XL Espada in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? It's not an XL Espada, but I'm also not going to claim anything else there. Oh, Leslie, welcome to Nice Rounds as well. You spent $10 for an annual. I feel like my Patreon offers a lot. I don't want to like toot my own horn, but I'm very active on Patreon. I do a lot of stuff. I've had Patreon for years. A lot of the Patreon members have been there for years, and we do a lot of stuff. And it's a little bit easier to contact me there. I'm not going to say I'm going to respond immediately because there's a lot of people, but that's one of the best ways if you have a question, or you just want to say hi. You know, that's one of the easiest ways to get a hold of me. But sometimes it takes me a couple of weeks, but I do actively communicate over there. So the best way to interact with me is definitely through live streams, like what we're doing right now. This is the best way. If you have a question and you want to talk to me, like, this is the best way. Whose birthday is it? What's that guy up to for subs, by the way? Hold on. Let's see what this guy's at for subs. 169. Let's get him to 200. So Carrion Cut is the pinned comment in the chat. Just go up to the top. It says Carrion Cut. His comment is, I do knife reviews. This is the channel that I've selected tonight to just be pinned. He's at 169 subscribers. There are 1,618 of you in here. It takes 1 second to sub to this guy and help him get going. It's really hard to get going as a YouTube channel. It is not easy. The algorithm hates you. Nobody knows who you are. And for all we know, he could be making the best knife content out there. So give him a sub, help him out, do something cool. 173, it's growing. Might as well. I mean, the goal was to get him to 100. Now we're closing in on 200. You remember that live stream where that one guy had no content and just for fun, like, we had a bunch of people sub to him? What was that guy? We were laughing so hard because he ended up with like 100 subs and he had absolutely no content. And that was supposed to be a joke, but that made me laugh so hard. Because that guy didn't ask for it at all. He was like, I don't know, what are you doing? Oh, man. Texmerk, yeah, that's right. Texmerk has no content whatsoever, and he has a bunch of subs now. God, that was funny. Good memory on that one, Texmerk, man. All right, where are we at here? 220. Oh, you guys are awesome. Hey, yeah, man. I'm happy for you. Continue to make content. You have an audience. 220 people. That's a lot. Even if only a small percentage watches your content, you can guarantee that there's going to be more eyes on you. So keep making content, keep doing what you're doing, and do it because you love it. Not because you're motivated by anything else. Do it because you love knives and you want to share your thoughts with the community. That's the reason to create the content. One channel per live stream. I'll try and do that. So he's going to stay up there pinned for tonight, but maybe we'll do somebody else next time. What hinders that? This is a special one. So this is the most recent Monkey Edge 3V. It's a 3V Spanto. It's got the Monkey Edge logo. So I took the frag scale that it came with off, somehow managed to find an actual titanium blackwash scale to match it. So this is actually a very rare combination of things. You are not likely to come across a 3V MEFP or Monkey Edge frag, and you're much less likely to come across one with a tie scale that matches. So when I had that option, I went for it. That's a fun one. ECM saying, congrats on 400K. Thank you. Oh, you had just hit 2K. I'm right behind you. Well, but listen, 2,000 subscribers, that's a lot. Like, that's amazing. Congrats, man. The first 1,000 was rough for me. So that's an excellent achievement. Good for you. Status on my knife? Man, we are moving at light speed on my knife. It's all coming together, guys. It's all coming together. It's going to be great. I did see that Hinder was dropping copper scales. I did see that. They will patina quickly. They will. What's Carrying Cut at? He's at 280. He's almost at 3. Listen, he's at 280, guys. Let's go one more tier. Carrying Cut's at 280. He started the night at like 40 or 50, something like that. He's at 280. Let's just get him to 300. Right at the top. If you're just joining, right at the top, we're trying to help a new content creator out. Right at the top of the chat, it says Carrying Cut, and the comment says, I do knife reviews, just getting started. Help him out, get him to 300. 285. 15 more for 300. Oh, the Patreon Discord link says it's invalid or expired. I will upload a new link for new patrons tonight, right after the live stream ends. So just, if you're a new patron, if you just joined, just wait a little bit after the stream. I'll try to remember to update the link. And if not, then just spam me like in Patreon and just be like, hey, idiot, you said you're going to post a new link, and I'll do that for you guys. The Discord is private. It's Patreon access only. But I will post a new link for you guys. It expires every now and then, and what that does is it prevents link sharing. It sort of caps the population off. And that's to make it easier on my mods, because there's not a lot of mods, and they have good control of it. They've got a lot a lot of things in place that keep control there, but I don't want to create more work for my mods than they were promised. So, but I'll give you guys a new link for the new members. Jay Knight, welcome back to the Knights Around. Knights Razor Swords for Jay. It's 7:38. It's time to start clearing. So we'll do what I usually do. We'll go over the knives. So this is the new. We're about to draw. If you don't know what's happening, we're about to draw the two winners. So stay tuned. PMP Alpha Beast Gen 2 and Magna Cut. Italian made by Fox Knives this time around. The Kershaw Bel Air in Magna Cut. USA made. Katsu KT something or other, I can't remember. Zirconium front scale, Timascus, Sanmai's EDP 189 with a satin DLC blade, very cool. The Rocot Premium by Real Steel. This is about as close as you're gonna get to an alternative, essentially budget Shirogorov. $170 for this guy, and very Shirogorov-y in terms of, blade to handle ratio, the look, everything like that. Really cool. You can get a budget version of that too. The Mera. This, if you've ever wanted a Hinder XM18 3.5-inch non-flipper, but you're like, oh, 625. This is about as close as you're going to get to that. M390 textured titanium. We got the rectangular opening holes on either side, which work very well. Compound ground. Really nice stuff. One of Miguron's best in their premium department. I think it's $215 for that guy. I keep calling this the Veritas. I think it's the Veritas by Kaiser and Justin Lundquist. Probably one of the coolest things that Kaiser has produced. Really awesome. S35VN titanium, plasma anno. Really cool. Look at that captive pivot. That's awesome. We got the stump lifter from Advanced Knife Bro. Really awesome. One of the sliciest blades I've ever experienced. Hollow ground. We have the Ray Laconico and Alliance Designs Easy EV2 Integral with a zirconium textured inlay. Sorry about that. Excuse me. We have the pre-production or prototype Winterblade Co. 7. So far, my favorite knife of what will be 2024 when they release. The Skiff, it's not the Drifter, it's the Fugitive. Skiff Fugitive. Excellent. One of the highest quality small batch USA produced knives you can buy. Absolutely gorgeous. Probably makes the best bearings out there. Hinder XM18 3.5 inch monkey edge frag with the titanium scale added. Herman Slim, I forget the number, but it's a Lama Damax. This is the only blade I own in a Lama Damax. Gold Zircotite, good lord. Really wild there. Medford Marauder H-frame, so 187 thousandths, sculpted, DLT exclusive in S90V. DLC, full DLC Herman Dragonfly, that's a rare one. M398 blade. The Microtech and Reich. What the heck is this? Annex, thank you. DLC, well, what they claim is DLC, I honestly don't know. And then the Philippe Georget and Custom Knife Factory FIF 20. This is the special boy in Zircotite bolsters, carbon fiber, bronze titanium liners, Zircotite clip, blah, blah, blah. Hand rub satin finish M390 blade. Wonderful. One of the coolest things that CKF has ever put out. Really wish they'd do the same thing in the FIF 23. I would buy that in a heartbeat. This was an expensive knife, and I'm not sure that I 100% agree with the price tag, but I love how this knife looks. It is such a spectacular knife. Just shy of 8 inches, for those wondering. And just absolutely gorgeous action. Okay. So here's your chance if you have not done this yet. You need to follow the instructions here. You cannot just be in chat and be entered. You can't just be commenting. You actually have to go to the link in the description, and you have to leave a comment under that video that I've linked there. It says enter here, live participation required. It's the first link in the description. All you got to do is click on that and leave your comment. Once you've done that, you are entered. So I'm going to give you guys just a moment here to do that. God, these live streams go way too fast, man. Just way too fast. It's my favorite thing to do on this channel is live streams. I love making content, don't get me wrong, but I love these live streams, and I know you guys get sick of hearing me saying that. But this is when I get to actually interact, outside of just like being in the comments, which it has no emotion in it. This is the only way that I actually like feel like more interactive, you know? Do that stuff. If we draw a name tonight and they are not present within 2 minutes, roughly, I'm doing it mentally, so I'm not doing it exact, we redraw. So, you know, if you got to make food or something, do it, but keep the live stream on and make sure that you can chat. Make sure that you're able to chat. So if you're watching this on your TV, open it on your mobile device, your iPad, or whatever contraption you have, your typewriter, and make sure that you can chat, right? Make sure that your typewriter is connected to the Wi-Fi so you can chat. All right. I think we've had enough time. Let's get out the pouches. Yeah. First row. I think there's actually two. Yeah. So we got, here we go. They're all identical pouches. Oh boy, we can just barely see. I think we need to scoot up a bit. Sorry. I want people to be able to see everything. Well, that didn't help at all. Hold on. I'm going to tighten up this. That's the... This arm is old, guys. This arm that I've been using is almost as old as the channel. I bought the camera mount arm on eBay for $18 at least 4 years ago. So, I'm sorry. That's the... We're obviously due for an update. I'm just so stubborn and not wanting to change anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 16 knives here. It's time to dust off the old iPad. Everybody answered? Everybody good? Give me a sec here to load it up. I obviously didn't prepare the links or anything. So, my bad. You guys know. Almost 2,000 people in here tonight. What was the final count before I do this? What was the final count on Cutting Edge? Or I'm sorry, not Cutting Edge. Carry and Cut. His channel has 357 subs. That's great. Excellent. Thank you for supporting another creator. Oh, we did get almost all the pouches in shot there. Okay. It's the perfect music for this. It's just the music that's like it just showcasing how poor quality my stream is. It's just sorry. And there it is. Giveaway entry is right here. We're gonna share the video, copy the link, and we're gonna go. Whoops. There we go. Oh, it's gonna make me log in. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Okay, I think it's logged in now. Okay, so here's the website we use. It's commentpicker.com. You're welcome to check that website out. We're using the YouTube version of Comment Picker. So we're going to refresh the page so you guys know it's a fresh page. We're going to come down here and we're going to paste the link, which I will show very clearly so that all of you can type it in, and make sure that it is the exact video that you entered your comment under. That way everybody who's new, right? Got to build trust. That way you guys know I'm not trying to pull a fast one on you. Filter duplicate users, right? That way everybody's got a fair chance to win. Your comment only counts for one. Even if you somehow manage to leave 1,000 comments, it's only counting for one. We're going to get YouTube comments. Given that the population is almost 2,000, it's likely that we're going to have a little over 2,000 comments once it fully populates. So give it a sec here. We are drawing 2 winners tonight. Each winner will be able to draw 2 of the pouches. You'll be able to select them yourself. 2,001. That's exactly what I thought. 2,124 entries. If the person's name who's drawn is not live in chat and able to communicate, after 2 minutes, we will draw a new winner. So, the first winner tonight is Nick Pipitone 1440. I'm here. Thanks, MC. This is who we're looking for, Nick. Nick Pipitone 1440. It's going to be a little tricky because his name is likely different than his account identification. Oh, yes, here I am, right there. It's Nick Pipitone. Perfect. He's right there. All right, wonderful. He's good. Nick, I'm just going to show this right now before I forget. You can come back to this part of the live stream to get my email. You don't have to focus on it right now. metalcomplex87@gmail.com. After you choose, email me with your full name, your full shipping information, and the exact knives that you won, right? That's all you got to do. But for now, I need you to give me 2 numbers. We've got 2 rows of pouches, 1 through 8 and 1 through 8. So give me 2 numbers, or it can be from the same row, whatever you want. Right? So you can say top row, number 2 and number 8, or bottom row, or top row, bottom row, whatever you want. Top 1, bottom 3 is what he wants. Top is 1, bottom is 3. This is going to be interesting. So, I can tell right now that this is the one pouch that doesn't have anything inside of it. It's going to make sense here in a second. So, top 1 has a little piece of paper in it. And it's because I can't fit the knife in it. So, you actually want... Let me get it out for you. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, here it is. This is cool, man. You're going to love this. This is the fixed Corvid. And the copper carbon fiber. Look how cool this is. S35N is technically one of the premium knives. The only fixed blade that's in the bunch. S35N, little choppy boy with copper infused carbon fiber. So that is yours. That was a fun one. I thought, well, I can't fit it in the pouch, but I'd love to give it away. So that's awesome. Yeah, that's yours. Oh, this is Snow Bros. And then the second knife that you won, that's one of the nicer ones in the bunch there for sure. And oh, you got the little, the PP. It's not the mini pyrite. It's the Ultim. What do we call this? The little Ultim. It's the. Gosh darn it. What do you call this thing? The Mika. Yeah. You got the CJB. I think it's AR RPM 9. Yeah, it's Ultim and AR RPM 9. So if you like PP or what everybody's gonna say, Ultim is a PP. It's the same color as my P. There you go. You got them both. So just email. Those are both yours. I'm gonna put just so I don't forget here. Where's the sheath? Oh yeah, here it is. You'll get the sheath. And by the way, the sheath has a clip on it, which is cool. So there you go. That's yours. I'm gonna put it back in the box so it's safe. And then this guy's gonna go back in its pouch. The next time those come out, they'll be in your hands. So there you go. Let me put that one down here and this one up here. So let's close these up. We got 14 left. The next winner, 752. We're right on track here. Let's go ahead and refresh the undo paste here. Let's refresh the page. There we go. Fresh page. So paste the link, which should still be there. There you go. There it is. Same link. Filter. Get YouTube comments. We're going to do this again. This is the fair way to do it. Just bear with me here. I'm going to actually put this fixed Corvid up a little higher so we don't forget that it's there. There we go. 20, a little more, 2,183. So, the final winner tonight is, are you guys ready? Joseph Perez 4768. TTT first choice. Okay, well, congratulations. I don't know what that means. Congratulations, you won. We're looking for a Purple J. Purple J, where's he at? Slow down, Chet, and let him talk. Oh, there he is. Here, yeah. Right away. Got him right away. Awesome. All right. Slow chat down and let him choose. Joseph, you can pick top row first, bottom row first, but let me, before you do that, oh, God, there it is. Right here. Email me at mentalcomplex87@gmail.com with a full name, your shipping information, and the exact knives that you want. But give me 2 numbers. Tell me specifically what you want, but slow chat down so he can talk. I'm looking for that Purple J again. If you sent it already, send it again. Yeah, you're welcome. Congrats, man. Top 8, bottom 2. Okay. Well, there's not 8 anymore, Joseph. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's only 7. I can give you 2 down here, but you only got 7 on top. So you got to give me the first. You got to give me that again, because we removed 2. Give me 2 more numbers, Joseph. Doesn't have to be top and bottom. It can be 2 top, 2 bottom, whatever you want. No, come on. That's a mistake any of us can make. Don't. Come on. He's excited. Give him a break. 6 top, 3 bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 top. 1, 2, 3 bottom. What we got? Huh? Should we do top first? Yeah, we should do top first. Oh, I think this is the Going Gear exclusive Raccoon. Button Lock Raccoon and Nitro V. And I think Rafir Noble, I'm pretty sure that this is an exclusive for Going Gear. That's a weird one and definitely a unique one there, so there you go. Awesome stuff. Second knife. Ah, you got the Hectare, the CJRB Hectare. That's the budget bug out, essentially. There you go. AR RPM 9. Yellow. Hope you like yellow. Awesome. 2 excellent budget knives for sure. Congratulations. Again, email me mentalcomplex87@gmail.com with your first and last name, shipping information, and the exact knives that you want. And yeah, that's all you got to do. All right, let's pack these up. Make sure they're good to go. Guys, I can't believe it's been an hour and a half already. Good Lord. These go way too fast. Where are we at here? 7:56. I'm going to give away 10 additional memberships for those of you still in chat. Oh, wait. Can I give away free ones? Hold on. No, I gave away all my free ones this month. So here's, I'm going to pay for these. 10 memberships from me. Incoming real quick for 10 lucky people still in chat. It'll be announced right beside your name if you win. And henceforth, when you chat, you'll know that you won because a little blue helmet will be beside your name. Unless you've been a member before, in which case it'll take over whatever rank you were previously were at. All right. Congrats, guys. I got 3 minutes. Hard cutoff at 8 o'clock because I think the kids are upstairs eating pizza, or perhaps they've started the movie without me, but either way, it's family and movie time. Fantastic population tonight. We had, what an incredible stream. We got to learn that somebody beat cancer tonight. That is just, I'm still beside myself with that information. That's just wonderful. Papa D, man. Beat cancer. That's definitely the highlight of the stream. It's far and away the highlight of the stream. Excellent. We also helped a brand new creator get to, let's see what he's at. God, 365 subs. That's excellent. You guys are amazing. 2 people want some pretty awesome knives. Really great. Great stuff. A lot happened tonight. I'm glad that you guys were here to share with me. And hey, new patrons, I will absolutely add an updated Discord link the moment I get out of the stream. I'll do that right away. If you won something tonight and you don't hear from me, don't worry. That doesn't mean I'm blowing you off. You might not get tracking information for like a week, but you'll get your stuff. Everybody who's ever won anything on this channel has received their stuff. I got receipts. Good time, man. And let's remember, what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 12 knives left. And the ultra premium one that I added is still in there. There's a couple of premium knives in here that haven't been drawn yet, but the crazy one, the really fun one, is definitely in here still. Nobody drew it tonight, so we'll see. What could it be? What could it be? It'll most certainly put a smile on the face of the winner. Oh boy. All right, guys, it's 8 o'clock. This has been an absolutely epic stream. I'm so sad to end this. I only get to do this once a week. I look forward to next week's live stream. But there's a whole bunch of fun content in between on this channel. So thank you so much for supporting this channel. Thanks so much for hanging out tonight. Thanks to my patrons. Thanks to my channel members. Thanks to everybody who helps make this channel possible. I'll be back next week to give away more knives. I hope you all have an excellent rest of your Friday evening and an excellent rest of your weekend. Bye.